all around us. We're going to head to the 6T to check out all of the action.
And here we go. It's the world's home hole. So defence required from a striker here in Larsen.
Whoops.
That one not struck so good.
The door has opened for Team England again.
That's not good.
He's just lost the previous hole, has Henrik Larsson, so he was in charge in this match, but this is a great opportunity for the big man Joe Hart. Risen to the challenge here, I think.
Well, Nick, I know you've just walked into the commentary box, but in the first 3 matches, Team England was able to win this particular hole and get a double up, hence why not as many green on the board.
Eric, drop player provisional anyway.
I'm not sure to do that.
I love it. I absolutely love it. When you got 6 hours with your mates, playing golf, doing what you love doing, having a laugh, but a bit of competitiveness at the same time, no better feeling.
Okay, top game. And some problems here for De Jong. It's the 3rd. And remember, yes, he is going to lose, but is he going to give up 2 points? More than likely. And there's the last thing that the chasers in Team World could afford.
Well, Team World have had plenty of issues with the water on this final hole. We saw Ryan Giggs hit a shot into there yesterday, and earlier today, De Jong following suit. So we go to Gareth Bale now, pitching onto the 2nd green.
It's a bare lie over here.
Not bad, Radar, not bad.
Well, let's go to the final hole, and Phil Jones looking to secure the double up.
Well, he's been the best iron player in the field this afternoon, and it continues. He's flagged 2 in the last 3 holes, and look at that, middle of the green.
Ooh, a bit frisky from Jimmy Bullard. Touch clumsy.
Back-to-back claw chips.
Yeah, that's probably the loosest shot I think I've seen Jimmy hit all tournament. And both of them from short range, making a few errors. That could be nerves, Nick, playing a part.
It could be. Could also speed of these greens. Slight miss hit. You haven't got the spin control. It will get away from you more so when they're as fast as they are. And they are rapid.
Out of the right, down the hill for a birdie. Little uphill and then down. I don't expect this. We've seen it before, Nick. Everyone at home, don't think this is going to be a birdie blitz in one of those matches. I feel as though it's going to be very cagey.
Yeah, 100%, Wayne, 100%. Of course, they both want to win. Neither wants to give it away, but there is an opportunity. Jimmy will feel like he's given away a good opportunity. That wasn't an easy up and down, but it has left the door ajar here as we take on board, Wayne, this chance for Gareth Bale to move up.
Yeah, this is down the hill, doesn't want to move a heap, maybe just gently out of the left. Right now, looking into their eyes, who looks the most nervous? It's not what you expect, I'm going to say. It looks like Jimmy. Bale looks as cool as a cucumber.
And right on cue, it's a birdie for Bale, and he goes 1 up, puts some green on the board for Team World. I agree with Radar.
Yeah, well, Jimmy's talked a lot, and he's talked up the prospects of this matchup, and has he over-talked it, I wonder?
From bottom match to top one, and Phil Jones has quite simply put on an exhibition. Leading off comes with its own responsibility, and he's been just too good. And the respect amongst the two suggesting, yep, indeed, concession 5 up, and with it 2 points added to England's total. So that win on the last hole, pivotal in making a 1 point gain into 2. It's now 15.5, 10.5.
Well, that takes Phil Jones's record to 3-1 for the 2 days. What an impressive display it's been from one of the newer golfers in the field.
Yeah, you mentioned before that he was most improved, and I have to agree with you. He's hit some beautiful iron shots. Now, David Ginola, 2 down. He was 1 up early. 8th hole to par 4. That's a good tee shot. There is water down the left-hand side here. Jagielka finding the short grass as well. It's got to do a lot for Team England's confidence to see that double point on the board early on.
Indeed, and it's a good story in the opening matches, but there's plenty of green behind that. And remember, it's not the same as the Ryder Cup. There's not just 12 points up for grabs here, because as we saw with Phil Jones, if you can demolish an opponent, you can gain more than 1 point for your team. This is far from over as we head across to find Josh again.
That is correct. The first group has finished their final hole, and Phil Jones has just put 2 points on the board for Team England. It is a fantastic start. We spoke with Danny Willett, and Danny said he has been improving every single day, and we heard in commentary that he was improving. And boy, did he improve. There was talk about him playing on the tour instead of coming to Reignwood Icons of Football. Maybe that was a step too far, but he's in the building now to tell us, is that going to be true? Please welcome Phil Jones. Some performance from you there. It's a pleasure to have you on the sofa. Listen, let me let you catch your breath, but let me tell you, your record, 3-1, unbelievable work throughout this weekend.
Listen, I've enjoyed it so much. It's I always say that when you finish playing football, you get a buzz. There's this feeling, then butterflies before a game. I've not felt anything like that prior to playing in the Icons last year and this year. It's something else, and you can't replicate it, but it certainly comes close to it.
That is what is fantastic about Reignwood Icons of Football, because a lot of the boys say getting into that dressing room, you know, you feel like a winner. You feel like you're playing pro sport again. And this is about as close as you can get to pro golf. And that, your swing was about as close as it can get to pro golf. Your irons were frightening today.
Yeah, listen, look, as the days grew on and the sessions grew on, I got better and better. Struck the ball really well. Had one poor tee shot off the 7th, which was erratic, but in this weather it's sort of acceptable. But I struck it really well. Tried to limit the amount of putts, because these greens are the quickest greens I think I've ever played.
What came together well today? I spoke to Danny Willett when you teed off, and he said you've just been improving every single day, but it felt like this was the culmination of a lot of hard work and a lot of effort. Is it just knowing this incredible Robbinswood golf course, or is it up here?
A bit of both, I think. Mentality, obviously, you know, when you hit a bad tee shot on 7, you go into 8 thinking on the England hole as well. So it's a chance for him to get Nige to get 2 points, and you know, I stuck it within a foot of the pin, and he was in the bunker. So I just, you know, executed the shots at the right time today.
Well, 2 points on the board for Team England with the double up and the win on 10. Incredible. Phil, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And let's take it to Andy Cole.
200 appearances on Manchester United teams, and you think he might be a regular on the team sheet for Team England going forward too. Brilliant stuff from Phil Jones as we find Andy Cole.
It's interesting, as the youngest player in the field, Phil Jones certainly played with the oldest head on his shoulders today. Andy Cole at 7, another terrific shot. We saw Phil Jones stiff it in here. This is stroke index 1. He's playing more like 18 at the moment for Team England.
And England right now with their tails up, 5 points up in the overall contest and playing some great golf.
Wind straight out of the left-hand side. Just a short hole. It's a narrow slither up there. The rough juts out on that right-hand side. It isn't thick.
It's perfect. That's 3 good tee shots so far from Jimmy Bullard, but he is 1 down.
Gareth in the left bunker off the tee. 3 wood. Wrong club. Should have hit driver.
Thanks for the update. We'll get back to you shortly, Wayne. That was for par for Joe Hart. But it's a double hole swing.
And it's 4 of the first 5. That Team World hole is all red.
Wow, just in the last 5 minutes, the complete change in complexion on that leaderboard. England have been surging and they've won the critical holes at the right time. We just saw Phil Jones get that double point. Joe Hart now has swung that match in his favour.
Ginola up the hill at the 8th. Needs something special. Now remember as well, the home holes are worth defending for each team who has them. The away team can win double, and of course that comes for the World on that hole 6 right here. And then later on, though, 2 opportunities to finish out the matches on 9 and 10. So the opportunity can be reversed, so Team World can make big gains right at the end of the matches. So being behind isn't necessarily a sign that this is done and dusted. Right here, though, it's cling on and stop the English taking 2.
Neck and neck so far between Fowler and Giggs. Oh, that was a good-looking shot over the flag, but short-sided.
Great shot then. Great shot.
Ryan Giggs so far hanging with Robbie Fowler. I did fancy Robbie to be a strong opponent in that match, but Ryan has upped his game for sure from this morning.
He's quite a polished golfer, Robbie Fowler, and as much as Ryan has shown some real game across the week, I did actually think that would be a mountain too high to climb against Robbie Fowler. It's proven to be a great tussle. Fowler just shy of the green there, and do remember to scan that QR code to get involved and join our interaction hub right now. And of course, remember, it's through doing that why you're seeing in that bottom match, Bullard, Bale, you voted for it, and we brought it to life for you here at Reignwood, icons of football. So many great clashes, though, and of course this is one. Manchester United against Liverpool, icons of the highest variety. God against Giggsy. Giggsy edging at the moment, though, in terms of how he's played, but not a lot in it. Much to play for down those final few holes as we find those tee shots and evidence of what Wayne described in the bunker for Bale, albeit a lot further up there.
Yeah, and why I said Gareth should have hit driver, this hole is down breeze. Got himself 1 up, and if he would have hit the driver and found the fairway, okay, it's past tense, but it would have laid down the gauntlet mentally, even though he's got a good lie in the bunker over on the left side. This is just going to be a wedge. He's got 127 yards, and the flag set all the way back front, sort of over there to the left-hand side, the front side of the green. The green sits across you from front left to back right, so this guy's a really good wedge player. Can he get it back to it? Little help in the air. Around 125, playing 120.
Solid shot there, another good iron shot, good for distance, good control of his yardages. Jimmy Bullard having a birdie opportunity.
This lie is really good. You've still got to commit to it. Don't get too much ball. It is so easy. I don't back a fat shot, but you could knife this over the back in a heartbeat. Like that.
Well, he did that this morning as well from the same bunker. It's pulled up short of the bushes. Advantage Bullard here on hole 3. I agree with Radar there. He takes driver, he takes those bunkers out of play. If he takes an iron, he takes them out of play. 3 wood, it's right in the zone. It was a peculiar play. Easy in hindsight.
Yeah, great evidence of that view right there into the neck where that 3 would finish for Bale. Strange choice. And it might cost him a lot of work to do that. Greens in regulation. Not surprising to see the talent of Jimmy Bullard on the golf course coming to the fore. And they're not playing from all the way back on the very tips of this golf course. They can stretch it to 8,000 yards, but it's beefy enough to see that as being really impressive.
Really, really impressive. And, you know, this is a guy that he entered Open Championship qualifying. He takes his golf very seriously, and he knows how to manage his game, and we saw a great example of that there. Plays within himself, and he tends to hit a lot of fairways and a lot of greens. Let's go up to 8 and join Phil Jagielka, who's currently 2 up in his match against David Ginola.
It's 1 down early. Pretty straight putt, this one. It is downhill. Look at this from Jags.
There's still some work to do for David Ginola there. He has a par putt to come. And here we are. This is critical. 2 holes left. Of course, they are worth 4 if he wins them both. Yes, they are doubles for a Team World player. England's home hole in the 9th. And of course, double for both on the last. Make this, you can still win it.
He's missed a lot of those under the pump, and they've all missed left as well. 3 down. Technically, mathematically, he could still win. He'll need to win the last 2 holes.
David Ginola, who won 2 matches yesterday, lost this morning, and 3 down against in-form Jagielka with a mountain to climb.
No, because it don't matter anyway.
Body language. Jimmy is running around quickly. Gareth is going very much at his own pace, not slowly, but Ernie Els style. So if he's just slowing it all down, I don't know, but it looks that way. He's not going slow, don't get me wrong. But he's making him wait. Little flop shot, plenty of green to work with, right to left, and quick at the hole.
He's played that well. It's gotten away from him. That was a tough one to control.
Yeah, it wasn't a miss over the back of this green. I feel like Jimmy Bullard waits quickly.
Might not have lost his turn there.
Which might not be a bad thing. Pops it in, piles the pressure on Jimmy to have to make it. Otherwise, it's a free putt for Jimmy in his mind. It's like, make it, great. If I miss it, probably still win. But at least Gareth can try and force the issue here. Make him think about it.
Not only has Jimmy hit 90% of the greens in regulation, but it's the distance control. It's the windows that he hits his irons through. And what I mean by the windows is the varying trajectories, the ball flights. He's got all the shots. He's very, very solid.
Very different ways of playing the game as well, and Radar walks with so many golfers. There's something about Jimmy, it's like an old shoe. There's a comfort to it. He's played golf for an awful long time, and it belongs to him, his golf swing. With Gareth, it's technically really sound, but you can see he's thought about it, he's been well coached. It's technically very conventional, but you feel like where he's going to get better the longer he plays the sport is that he's going to make it his own. You'll see some of the things that make it Gareth Bale's true swing, rather than just the ones that are technically correct. So much to admire about it, but I think the growth for him is exponential. Who knows how good he could eventually be.
He's got so much natural speed. I mean, 180 mile an hour ball speed is right up there at tour level. And Jimmy has a more old school style, but Gareth, you can see he's focused on the positions in his swing. Where that takeaway sits, is he getting it in the right slot? And,
There are many ways to play the game, and they are both very competent, very good players. Mightily impressed. Okay, straight up the hill, wants to go a little from left to right. Quite slow into the green. For a big man, he's got a good technique with the putter. He rolls it very well.
it's a decent effort, but Jimmy Bullard well in charge with a putt for birdie coming up.
And he's conceded. Has he?
Nah. What?
I thought I just saw him put the coin in the pocket.
This is Hull v Real Madrid, my friend.
You've got to see one radar, haven't you?
See more than one, Nick, if I'm playing against you. Well, you're playing against me. With the putter. It won't be an issue, but sometimes, like here, you'd back it coming up short. He won't be too heavy-handed and waltz it past. It's just one of those that he'll see the first one. Well, Gareth, and rightly so, he could come up 2.5 feet shy. I doubt it'll be 2.5 feet by.
Not a bad thing either, making him wait. Gareth would make peace with the fact this is already over. He's seeing him, but he knows he can two-putt. Make him wait, make him stew over the fact he's given away his lead. Easy money. Just what the doctor ordered, and we're square in the bottom game. Still a long way to run, and I know it doesn't make for happy reading when you consider the score line is already 15.5, 10.5 to England. And there's only 3 lots of green at the moment, so a healthy green from Aaron Ramsey, taking it to his fellow Arsenal icon. But as we've seen so far through the week, Ewan, the opportunity to swing these matches late on with the double up holes, it is there for both sides.
It's happened in every session. Could we see it again? We saw it this morning. There's a lot of green on the board in the first couple of holes this morning. Now the tail and the tide has turned to be all red.
This is a classic example. He is 3 down with 2 to play. Normally game over. Here, a win on both holes. This is one he could win double for, and the last would have won the match. I say would because there's not a lot of winning happens over there.
I'll be kicking himself there. David Ginola. Is he running out of steam a little bit late on? Fatigue could be setting in.
Unlike the normal Ryder Cup, of course, we know 14.5 is the number they're looking to get to win the Ryder Cup. Here, there is no actual target because of the double points that you can squeeze for winning by 4 up or more. Goodness me. Well, we had the $10 million swing yesterday. It's not worth that, but it's highly valuable right now to Team England.
That's going to be the 5th occasion that Team England will win the away hole there at the par 3-6. That is a hard hole, and Paul Ince, he hasn't lost a match. He's 1 down at the moment. Check this out. 195 yards. 5 iron and this close to a hole in 1.
A massive move from the governor there, because that is a double hole for him. He could be leapfrogging into the lead.
As he still goes in pursuit of the perfect record through the week, the only player that can still do so. Little look as we mosey up the 4th, Ewan.
It's a good hole, the 4th, elevated green. Tight tee shot, just got to avoid that bunker on the right-hand side, 270 yards past that. The flag is in the back left-hand corner here.
Big wide fairway. Bunker down the right-hand side, 1 on the left, the wind straight out of the right, slight dogleg from right to left. Aim it down the left-hand wing at the right edge of the bunker, and he'll just peel it against that breeze, so don't expect too much run.
Oh, Jimmy!
Pulled.
Oh, wow.
Has
Penalty
it pulled?
area.
Oh, what a break, Wayne. That's popped back out into the rough.
Seriously, JB, what the fuck is that?
Apologies for the disappointment of Jimmy there. He will be a very happy boy when he gets there.
This morning, Gareth bailed. Bale pounded on one down here. Right.
trouble for Bale.
Guys, first of you, Gareth, you ever played anything like this? Is this as a junior playing golf or whatever? I mean, say playing against Jimmy, Ryder Cup style stuff. What's it like?
No, it's cool. I guess the nerves go in. Obviously, it's well documented that all us footballers have very big nerves when we're playing golf, which is normal. But no, it's good to test yourself against great players. Jimmy's obviously a great player, so yeah, we're trying to have a bit of fun, bit of entertainment, and hopefully everyone's enjoying it at home.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Everyone's enjoying it. Jimmy, I don't have to ask you a question. Just crack on.
Yeah, he said try and enjoy it, but it's tough, you know. We both want to win, compete, and hit our best, well, play our best golf, but we haven't hit too good in their radar. Bad timing from you, son.
Yeah, but it all happens like that. I mean, let's face it. I mean, you've got a game, there's so much expectation. You expect to play so well. We were saying it earlier in the broadcast. It's all right to win ugly, guys.
Of course it is, and we've done it many times playing football. But yeah, I guess whilst we're on TV, I guess you just don't want to make a fool of yourself in a way. But again, it's just trying to enjoy it. We're not golfers. We're here to have a bit of fun and yeah, a bit of competitiveness and try and win.
You guys play well, Jimmy. You know, you won't make a fool of yourselves. I'll do that for you. Go on, lads.
Well, when they get up there, there's going to be very different vibes. Gareth is in some trouble. Jimmy's is fine, although I think he thinks it's in the penalty area. In the sand here. Well, trying to put this one to bed. All but over.
We made a mess of that one, David, and he fortunately has picked the ball up, which means that is a win for Team England. Not yet a double point, but Phil Jagielka in the box seat to secure another double point win for Team England at the top of the order, and they're really piling on the points early, putting a lot of pressure on Team World's back order to deliver.
On their way in the tuk-tuks to the 10th. And trying to talk his way out of double points loss here, I reckon. He might have to resort to that.
It's a life goal, isn't it, to take a tuk-tuk out on the golf course. Back to the Team World home hole, the par 3 6th. We saw Paul Ince in the previous group almost make a hole in one. What can Dwight York do? He's currently one down.
Well, they're due a stroke of luck on one of these double point holes. That's solid enough from Dwight. 30 feet beneath the hole there.
He'll expect it will require a 2 if he is to steal a double hole. Safely aboard.
It's been feast or famine so far from Genus. A couple of birdies in his first 5 holes. Pulled that one.
Get in the gap. Get in the gap.
Short-sided, that's going to be very challenging.
Well, the favours return, though, on Team England's home hole, where the world team with a win can take 2. That's the plan for Ruud Gullit. And goodness, it would be a tasty one. He could go from 1 down to 1 up.
Well, he's coming off the back of a win on the previous hole. Can he sling one round? I tell you what, that's an excellent effort from the Dutchman. One of the best shots he's hit all week, and what a moment to do it.
Still a good way to go. A lot of red on the board and a healthy lead to boot. But there could be a change there in match 3.
The game of golf, man, it's just, you can never perfection it. And that's why we're always coming back. And it fills also a little bit of that gap, that hole after your playing career. So yeah, that's what it means to me.
Jimmy's coming to have a little eye spy at Gareth over here. Sort of thinking about helping to look for it maybe. Not really bothered. Showed a little bit of an inkling to go over.
Yeah, didn't give it the full 3 minutes, did he? He'll be delighted with the result he's had. Must have felt that would have been in the hazard. Or out of bounds potentially. Jimmy Bullard will be playing from the rough. We're still yet to determine the position of Gareth Bale's ball off the tee. He lost it right.
No, it's not a hairdryer for Jimmy. A little fan trying to keep the temperature down. All hot and bothered in this bottom game.
Gareth Bale then, from the cart path. Well, it's a great shot from that spot by the Welshman. Really solid onto the green. And we're told that was his second shot. He might have gotten away with one there, but he certainly extricated himself well from that position.
Oh, goodness. Well, that might be a little bit of an error from Jimmy Bullard, because we believe, we'll get updated when we can from radar, that Gareth Bale could get a club on it, and he might be up there in good shape in two. That would be a real flip, because Bale looked like he was in bother. A lot of players are being bothered without the help of a captain, and of course Thomas Bjorn is up for call the captain right here. Ryan Giggs is the man who can use it, and this is what he's chosen.
Well, it's a tough one for Thomas to dive straight into.
Yeah, it's stroke index 1, hole 7 from the right rough, pin on the right.
Can I have that one back, please, Captain?
Can only imagine the look that Ryan Giggs has given Thomas, and that's not just because he's a Liverpool fan. He's all right, he's taking it in good spirit. I could have done that. Look, you see, Simon Hurd, former tour player there, just giving him, I thought he was played the Ryder Cup. I'd have hit it that close. They've been brilliant, the captains. What a privilege for these icons of football as well to be around in a different field. This sport of golf, Danny, a Masters champion, of course, Thomas, what he's done through his career as a 3-time Ryder Cup player and a winning captain. A true icon, of course, on the fairways.
A little flyer we saw from Jimmy Bullard with his second shot. Has just found that first cut of rough over the green. It's quick down the hill here.
Give us an update, Wayne.
I know I was in the war. You don't have to say it. I know.
Well, he's either tucking into an ice cream or he's not speaking to me. Who are you backing? Let us know. Scan that QR code as always to get involved in so many ways. We're thinking that Gareth might be there in a couple, which would be a massive break, because that looked like it was all sorts of bother off the tee.
He played it right from the red hazard line, feet on the cart path, hampered by trees on the right-hand side. He played a beautiful shot, got great contact, found the heart of the green.
He was in the water. Sorry, I've had a little issue with my mic. Ground control to Major Tom. Come in, Major Tom. I'm back though.
Thank goodness.
Oh. Okay. Right to left, a little pop shot down the hill. Easy for this to get away from you, and he's chili dipped it. As he chili dipped it well enough. Yeah, Gareth was standing on the path because he didn't want to go across the path after dropping it because he would have been blocked out. So he clattered into a tree, went straight right and into the penalty area. So he has this for a par.
So they're as they were then now, or as they are. Both putting for par. Obviously Bullard with an advantage. What's he got here in terms of break radar?
Right to left, Nick, and she is slow. Whoa, was it slow? Can he get it back to it?
What a roll, Gareth Bale. Nonetheless, it's a drop shot, an opportunity for Bullard coming up.
England's home hole. And a miracle required. He needs to win both of these last 2 holes to avoid dropping 2 points for his team. That'll help. Where's that been so far in the singles, Theo?
Out of his right, a little, maybe a hole. All about pace. Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah, okay. You can have that.
He's annoyed because he knows that's a missed opportunity from where he was. The break he had off the tee, on the green, couple of putts.
We believe that match is all square, not 1-up to Gareth Bale, courtesy of what Wayne Riley had told us.
Let's go to David Ginola on the last hole. He needs the win here to stop Phil Jagielka picking up a double for his team.
Dumped it in the water here this morning. Looks to have made amends, has he? That was right over the flag. Just give you an idea of the quality of play out here, looking at the scoreboard. There's been 17 birdies already out on the golf course.
Having a rough run. John Terry against Batistuta, 3 down to the birthday boy.
Can't beat a man on his birthday, can you?
It's very kind of John. I don't think he's doing it out of choice, though.
This is the 6th. A scary tee shot, this one. 195 yards.
Team England, as you know, Robbie, they've owned this hole this afternoon. They've hit some tremendous shots in here, and Teddy Sheringham, his iron play's been great. Until then.
He's lost that one left of the bunker. That'll be very awkward from there. And he's absolutely short-sided. He's got almost no shot there.
Sometimes gets that club path working from behind him and out to the right. He works so hard to keep his body turning, which actually ironically stops it going left if you can pacify the face with arms and body connected. A really good player, but that's certainly far from his best. Always working away, though. One of the things that these footballers love about this game, challenge you every single day to get that little bit better.
Well, let's go back to Theo Walcott trying to salvage something from his match against former Arsenal teammate Aaron Ramsey. He's got these, well, he's got 2 putts from this short range. He'll want one. He'll want to pick up a birdie.
And takes advantage, does he? Just missed that, but still it's a win. It's back to 5 down for Theo Walcott, and an opportunity with the double up on the last hole to only lose 1 point instead of 2.
And at this point, you really feel like Team World need that double. They're going to need the double there, and they're going to need Ruud Gullit to do something as well, I think, because England have built up a sizable advantage.
This one is alive still, coming up the final hole, trying to put the finishing touches to it. Just making sure he holds his ground. At 4 up, Phil Jagielka is taking 2 points off David Ginola. Best he can do is salvage one of them back here with a moment of magic. He has the chance though, and he most definitely has the flair.
I like this play. It's tight over the back, easy to chunk it if you're chipping. It's not an easy one to lag up there close, but this is spectacular. David Ginola.
What an effort. One of the putts of the week that we've seen on the final hole. Has just drifted a few feet by, but it's a great effort.
He enjoyed that though, didn't he? He loved that in front of the fans, all gathered around. Incredible build out on this final green. And importantly, as he did throughout his career, never ever giving up. Asking the question of Phil Jagielka, who has been sensational today. Can you do it one more time? It's worth a point. Is he taking 2 from it or just the 1?
It's been clutch a couple of times on this final hole already. Phil Jagielka this morning almost chipped it in from right of the green. This is a slick putt. A little bit of right to left movement in it.
Well, 2 putts would be enough to seal the double win, but we've seen this happen a few times from short range. A rush of blood, and that one has gone by.
So a birdie putt coming up for David Ginola. Once again, this is to save a double point. As we know, every single point counts. This to win the hole. Jagielka still has some work left for a par, but wants to pour this in. Would have had a good look at what the ball does past the hole. Don't want to give the hole away, but loses pace, it'll move to the left.
Oh, what a 2-putt from David Ginola. What a finish from all of 100 feet from behind the green. The first putt was beautifully judged. The second was nerveless. And the Frenchman saves an extra point going England's way there. He has lost the match, but he salvaged something, and that could be crucial.
Since I've finished playing football, golf's taken over that competitive side that obviously you miss on a weekly basis.
I don't know if it's a good thing, caps on back to front for John. But that was certainly a good chip. I'm trying to wrestle something out of this hole. It's his 4th shot we see. So depending on what the batting goal is. Great golf played from Phil Jagielka. He'll be disappointed he hasn't added 2 to the score for England. It's just 1, but that's through no fault of his own. A great birdie fought the last. The incredible Frenchman. And this is what they've all come for. Yes, they want to watch him play golf, but they've watched him on their screens for many, many years, all those years as the Everton captain, England icon, a leader amongst 11 others through both of these teams.
So, Robbie Fowler shared highlights of that memorable 4-3 game that Newcastle played against Liverpool back in the 90s, where David Ginola was on the score sheet. One of the all-time classic Premier League matches. Liverpool that occasion with Stan Collymore firing the winner. Vintage match, and played his part, didn't he, in so many moments for both Newcastle and Spurs, did David Ginola.
Seen quite a few Toffees jerseys out here the last couple of days as well.
Evidence of the corrected graphic there at the bottom, as we said.
And welcome back to the studio. Listen, we've had one Phil come through already victorious, but there is another who was in the second group. Phil Jagielka is coming to the studio right now. As the crowd go on, look at that smile on his face there, Jags. Pleasure. Pleasure.
Have a sweaty cuddle, mate. There you go, mate.
That's a very sweaty cuddle, because it was hard work out there, but you look confident the whole way through that round.
Oh, it was an absolute tear-up. David slaps the ball so well, but I think he had a bit of a meltdown on his hole, and I won it, and I think that just totally changed obviously the go of the game.
You won both of the pressure holes up until the 10th, but it must have been nice to, one, defend that England hole and know, listen, this game's almost out of sight.
Yeah, so I managed to get, was it 3 up going into that, which I've been before and lost.
I do remember that.
So when I put my ball in the green and David put his in the water, I had a little smile, shall I say. I probably had a little more than a smile, but there was a little smirk. I'm thinking, just please, please, please.
You've played well all week. What has come together right here at Robbinswood Golf Club?
I think it helped for being here last year. I say I didn't get the results I wanted in the first day, but knowing my teammates, knowing the course planner, and obviously the weather and stuff like that. I wish I'd have known a bit more about the putting, because that was probably the ingredient that I struggled with the most, but I've loved it. Obviously, you've seen me smiling all week. I'm absolutely buzzing.
James, what happened to the extra 2 points on 10?
It's difficult.
England need it.
To be fair, David hit a driver 6-iron and flew the green, so that shows you how powerful he is. And I lost it to a birdie, so sometimes you've got to take your hat off him.
You can't argue with that. Now, listen, you were very, very annoyed when you didn't win that game, right? You lost it from 5 down. 2 points. Didn't happen. Is it close enough for World to make a comeback, or is football coming home?
Anything's possible. I've proved that with 5 up with 3 to play, so I'll be jumping on this balcony. I'll grab myself a beer and I'll watch the boys come in, and again, fingers crossed we can do back-to-back.
Well, Jags, listen, you've already got the points in the bag. Now let's see if they can. England can win it again on the 9th tee.
Immensely valuable player for England across the 2 days. Work to be done here. He is the away player, so a win is worth 2 holes to him, and Larson could do with it.
Found the green here this morning, Nick. Hit a beautiful shot to about 15, 20 feet. You're kidding. What a shot, Henrik Larsson.
And on the back of what was also a really good shot from Joe Hart. I'll see you and I'll raise you. Joe can't believe it. King of kings indeed. Celtic superstar, of course, Manchester United Premier League winner there too. Do remember there, you can see the C next to Hart's name. It means he has a call the captain, so he could still use it. Maybe it's there.
Jimmy Bullard just laying up at the par 5 fifth. Finding the fairway off the tee. Pretty generous layup there. That'll just be a flick wedge in for his 3rd.
Get the feeling it might go all the way, this one. Cagey. Radar described it perfectly. It is cagey at the moment. Nothing between the two.
Andy Cole at the final hole on the upslope in the bunker. Got to be careful you don't chunk this. Currently one up on Ruud Gullit. Oh, well, he didn't chunk it. He went the other way.
And this indeed could flip. One up playing the last. Remember, it's worth two. And, oh, yes, exactly what Team World needed in the state of affairs that we have. Gullit steals it at the last.
He offered the hand there before it looked like Andy was ready to receive it, but he did indeed. And that is a big swing.
Gareth was in the penalty area off the tee and hit a colossal third shot after taking a drop. And it looks like he's in the green side bunker up there right. So he gets it up and down for a 5. Now, Jimmy surprised me. He hit a 7-iron down the fairway. Found himself a nice upslope here. The flag's over there, middle right. So expect this a little left. Built-in elevation. Got some nice feel. Giddy up. That's a nervy old game, but they are as fun to watch sometimes.
Still advantage Team England there and Jimmy Bullard, but they're up there with a chance for an up and down par. He did the same this morning. This is a really big moment at the Team England home hole. A birdie putt down the hill for Larson. It's got some movement on it to his right.
Well, the second shot was a far cry from the first one on this hole. Absolute perler, followed by, well, I'm not quite sure. I think it's gone out by the corner flag.
Gareth Bale's been seriously unfortunate here. It was a colossal here. He had 297 yards to go and got it up in here into this greenside bunker. That's a big wallop with the 3-wood out of the rough. But he's been unfortunate because he found himself on a downslope. Don't you hate that? You'd love it on an upslope to access this flag, which is over there on the right-hand side, so he is short-sighted. What would be good? 20 feet, maybe even 25 feet past it would be really good from here. Look at how he's got to build a stance. This is hard for any player. Doesn't matter who you are. Oh, wow, that was close. He didn't mean to play it like that, but not to be. Unfortunate
so
to
easy.
find that spot of the bunker.
Yeah, so easy to lean back on it, Wayne, isn't it? Your instincts try and help it into the air, and of course you go in the sand too early, trying to generate that height, and you lose all the power as well as the spin. Tough break.
And only a few inches away from being a more than acceptable effort from, as Radar said, such a tough spot. But Jimmy Bullard now with a great opportunity to get his nose in front.
And this is a perfect example of how unlucky he was. Now he's got himself in a perfect spot that could have easily found it the first time it was in the bunker to this position, and you're thinking you're going to get it up and down because of the built-in elevation off that little upslope. Even though he's landing this on a downslope, you expect this just by.
Played nicely. That's going to be 4 bogey. Jimmy Bullard with 2 putts to win the hole.
Let's head back and find Josh.
And that's right, we are back with Team World. Please welcome to our studio, Ruud Gullit. Look at the confidence that Ruud is walking with now. That chest is tall. Ruud, everyone's in a hugging mood today. Not good for my t-shirt, but good for the vibes. Now, Ruud, it was a nip and tuck game.
Yes, I think we had a wonderful time, Andy and I.
Yeah.
I think it was a friendly match, a good match.
Yeah.
I think this morning, that foursome, for me, I don't like that.
You don't
at
like
all? No, yeah, I've been battered this morning by Andy also. But now this, you know, I was lucky enough that he hit a wonderful shot, the second shot here, it was in the bunker. He was unlucky. And then, unfortunately, he went in the water then later on. But it was a great game and not bad. 3 victories and a loss. Not bad.
You did a lot of talking in the build-up. You know, you are quite a vocal. We were at the press conference and you were making sure England heard your voice and knew that you, Ruud, would be coming for their backs. You weren't going to let them regain that Reignwood Icons of Football trophy without any fight, were you?
No, you know, the most difficult part was I was so tired.
Yeah.
You know, I slept only the first 2-3 nights, 2 or 3 hours only. And then I was awake from 2 o'clock till 7 o'clock. So, and then I had to go out.
Hey. So you're an athlete, Ruud.
Yeah, but so therefore I was like, this morning I couldn't handle myself. I was like, come on, Rudy, you can't do that. So now this game I was telling to myself, look, just get on with it. You have to do it anyway. And then, of course, there comes the sportsman in you. Also with Andy, because Andy played also really, really well. He made an eagle also.
Yeah, incredible.
Fantastic.
Now tell me, how nice is it to have points on the board, the first points on the board today in the singles for Team World?
Yeah, it's important. I think then I hope also that Thomas is going to tell everybody, you know, that we are one up. So it is fantastic. You know, I enjoyed it. The company also for Team England, they're all wonderful guys. So you know, it's a wonderful tournament. It's something that I would recommend everybody who is a sportsman to participate in this tournament. So thank you very much for the invite. Thank you very much, everybody who's watching tonight. Of today.
You have won the first points for Team World, but let's see who else is going to win points in this singles game back in the golf.
The man who captained the Netherlands to victory at the 1983 Euros, very much a significant part right here for Team World. Oh, no. And you hate to gift it away. So 83, 1988, apologies. Giving away the ears and giving away the holes for Gareth Bale there. I always want to try and ask someone the question, but in fact, it's going to be a lovely present for Jimmy Bullard. Back to Shevchenko.
2 putts for the win here for Andre.
Take it away.
And he made sure that the next was to be conceded, and that's a potentially big win for Team World. As we've mentioned, they do get their double hole on the 9th, so there's a chance for a late surge. And as we saw with Ruud Gullit coming up the last against Andy Cole, those matches can flip. And that Hart-Larsen match looks very important right now. It's Jimmy Bullard.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's still a win for Team England on that par 5. Jimmy Bullard gets his nose in front.
Well, there we are, 16.5, 13.5 at the moment. And as we know, with the matches that are at a couple up and 4 up for Batistuta over Terry, how about that? Remember, 4 up or more as the victory, you earn 2 points for your team. The opportunity lays there for big scores for Team World to fight the way in.
I'm like usually an all-round, all year type player. Whether it's winter or not, I just need to get out in the fresh air, get out almost in nature, and just enjoy a walk with my mates and play some golf. So the escapism part is huge.
Let's go to John Terry on the 6th hole, struggling against Gabriel
Oh, come on. 4 down, he needs to make something happen.
He's battling the birthday boy, Gabriel Batistuta, playing some great golf. The Argentine 1 under par so far for his 6 holes. Impressive stuff.
Yeah, he's been playing really solid all day today. There's been some noise in the back of that tee box with Jimmy and Gareth. John Terry started off pretty hot and then kind of lost his game after he doubled hole 3. Batty, this for a par, left to right putt.
He's done it again, has he? Oh, gosh.
He's just got the read on these greens. He's got the pace as well. And every single one of his putts seems to threaten the hole.
All these putts, all these shots mean something to end, but this one for John Terry for double up would mean a lot.
100%. Now, match play, you want to shift the momentum when you get the opportunity. So much of it is momentum. Right to left putt. Oh, well done, John Terry.
Absolutely, big momentum shift, good sportsmanship, some clapping from his opponent there, Batistuta, and he's back to 2 down. It's very evenly poised, Robbie. Team England might be 3 points ahead, but a lot can happen out here. We'll go back to the tee.
179 yards, and the flag is back left. 7-iron. It's a big 7-iron. Big 7-iron. Not his go-to shape either. He'd rather the flag over there on the right. It's left. It suits a draw. He likes to leaky fade it. Setting up for a draw. He can hit it both ways. Oh man, that was flushed. It's just a gorgeous thing, just right of it.
What a beautiful shot. Well, I can tell you that Team England has won this hole already on 5 occasions. Team World hole has become all red.
Gareth's got an 8. It's a big one, but this is his go-to shape. He can aim this at Jimmy's ball and work it towards the flag off that ball. He'll be confident over this. Wind just out of the right to boot.
Stay
Yucky.
there.
Yucky, yucky, yucky.
It's coming home, son, it's coming home.
You won't appreciate that, but Jimmy turning the screw in that match on the 6th hole. As we head to a call the captain moment, the site of the 2016 Masters champion Danny Willett.
Well, it's a big moment too, because this is Joe Hart's tee shot here. It's reachable.
dear.
Even the best players need a warm-up.
It was never going left.
All good. And Danny, just reiterating what we were all thinking there, the water was not the place he was going to send that. He hit one here yesterday, did it right into the heart of the green.
Take it. It's better than I could.
His role as call the captain. That time had further out, Ewan.
I actually don't mind the play. The flag is on the left. He's left Joe Hart with a
Yeah, I was
pitch.
aiming at the gap in the thingy because I was like, well, if it stays short, right, it's not a bad chip. Pushed it a bit. I don't know if it's finished.
Oh, you done it.
All right.
Plot thicken.
Missed this studio just by a couple of feet. But let me tell you right now, Team World waited a long time for points. It's like a London bus. You see one and two come along at the same time. Aaron Ramsey. Good. Am I good? Tell me, are you feeling good? That was a mauling.
Yeah, I'm feeling very good. I mean, I've had some tough battles with him over the years, but yeah, I was really nice and sweet to get that sort of victory over him as well.
He said to you before the first tee, friendship goes out the window as soon as we get to the golf course. I think you said that maybe, you took that a little bit too literally.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know how competitive Theo is. He's all smiley and, you know, light-hearted off the course, but when he gets going, he's a killer. So I knew I had to be, you know, on my A game today, but, you know, things just clicked today, and it was a much different. It was, you know, a big contrast to yesterday, but I felt good out there.
We spoke about pressure holes making all the difference. You obviously won all of those pressure holes. It makes a massive difference. Do you think that kind of hurt him mentally and it kind of took him out of his rhythm?
Yeah, I don't think I'll give him many chances today, to be honest with you. So I kept asking the question, and you know, putting him in a position where he had to make a shot. So yeah, just one of them days that things come off for me today, and yeah, I'm very pleased. I'm a much happier man than I was yesterday.
It is the biggest score that we've seen in the singles so far. I mean, it was a massive win. Team World do need points on the board, and those 2 points are evening things up quite nicely.
Yeah, of course. You know, when I was 4 or 5, I was thinking, do you know what? If I can get them four up in this game, I knew, you know, them 2 points could be huge. So I don't know what the scoreboard is at the moment, but
we're looking at 13.5, 16.5. So there's only 3 points in it.
Okay, yeah. So if the next few games come in now in our favour, maybe we can have a very good finish to this evening's golf.
Do you believe that the world team, Team World, can turn the tide and rip that Reignwood Icons of Football trophy back?
Yeah, I think, you know, it only takes a hole, doesn't it? So things can turn around very quickly in this game. And yeah, obviously it's much tighter than it was last year, so there's been a huge improvement in that aspect. But yeah, hopefully we could just make it a bit more interesting now for these last few pairings.
They were calling Gareth Bale the Welsh super sub, but I really do think that the super sub, especially in the singles when it means a lot, is Aaron Ramsey.
You know, I just wanted to make up for yesterday. You know, coming on with 3 points in my first event, I'll take that all day long. I was disappointed yesterday. I didn't play great, kept coming over the top, but today I figured it out, and yeah, got it going. So I'm absolutely buzzing.
I've got to ask you, you're good mate. You played a lot of rounds of golf with him. Gareth Bale up against Jimmy Bullard, 1 down. Do you think you can claw that back? Because that is the match that everybody wants to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I know Balo, unbelievable golfer. So played with Bullard yesterday in the doubles as well. So he doesn't miss a lot. That's a top game there. So I'm going to try and get back out there now and watch the last few holes of that just to get behind my teammate again.
We've spoken a lot about it being a little bit like the Ryder Cup. Are you going to try and instill some of that atmosphere? Are you going to be a one-man army behind Gareth Bale, getting in Jimmy's ear?
Hey, there's a few Welshies out there. We'll get him going now, so we'll be right behind him.
I've definitely seen a few flags in the crowd, a few Welsh flags. So you're going to get out. I think there's going to be maybe a couple of beers drunk. There's going to be some celebrations for you. You deserve it. But listen, let me let you go, let you celebrate. We'll go and check out what Bale's up to. Maybe give a bit of stick to Jimmy as well. Enjoy. Aaron, cheers. Congratulations. 2 points on the board for Team World.
Thank you very
Let's
much.
get back to the golf.
Let's rejoin the action here. Gareth Bale up against it on his home hole, trying to defend things against Jimmy Bullard, who's hit one in on a good line there. Beautiful iron shot from the Englishman. And Gareth getting a little bit fiery there with that putt. Voted at home it was a majority who decided Jimmy Bullard was the man who was going to be getting the scalp of the Welshman. 68% in favour of the Bulldog, and so far being vindicated because he's one up and he's going to have a chance to really apply the pressure here. Let's go to the 8th and Jermaine Genus.
Well, this is a bogey putt. He's had 3 birdies already on the scorecard. It's been a mixed bag.
No mistake with that one. As we head back to Team World's home hole, the 6th, and a chance for England to lay siege to it. They've had so much success here, not just this afternoon, but this morning as well. And that'll be a 3 for the Bulldog.
Yeah, I like the call that Radar made earlier about it being a cagey match and pars potentially being good enough to win holes. Everyone was expecting birdies and fireworks before it. It's not always the case in match play.
It's a big moment here. Dwight York to get back to all square against Jermaine Genus. Oh, he was not happy there.
You can see what this means to them. This will be the first hole that they've actually halved.
Well, Dwight showing that this means a lot. The temper there, evidence of that. Gareth Bale, this is a must make.
Left to right in it. 2 up lead.
John Terry got so lucky. That ball escaped the hazard. Managed to get a drop. That was fat.
Hasn't quite had his A game this week, JT. As we go to the last and find Mr. Larson. This is the double point hole, of course. This is for par. And he's poured it in. Henrik Larsson, he struggled yesterday. He's come back with a bang today. And is that another dramatic swing, Ewan?
It's been the most difficult green to hold putts on, even 2-putt for a lot of these players. And this is a par putt to win the match for Joe Hart, back up the hill. Needs to go in. If it doesn't, it's a Team World win. More green on the board, Robbie.
Wow, what a turnaround on that final hole. Henrik Larsson trailing Joe Hart for the most part of this match, and he's sucker punched him on the last. And the world have mounted, as you can see, that block of green there. A real charge on this board. Let's go and join Josh.
You can see what it means for these icons of football to win that cream jacket in the Reignwood's Icons of Football trophy. And I'm with Damien Broderick, who is our resident style expert. And next to you, you have the famous cream jacket that we saw last year. I mean, how stylish. The moment that these guys put that jacket on their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. Danny will have the experience of having someone place a green jacket on his shoulders, and this is what it means to these players. Not only did you get that beautiful trophy, but they also get a beautiful bespoke handcrafted jacket from, you know, our partners at Suited and Booted. Each player's jacket will be embroidered with their initials on the inside. So not only is that a prize, this is a prize, and they also have their opponents, the people they've beaten, place it on their shoulders.
And that is a moment that I'm telling you, these icons of football do not want to do. They don't like losing, and let me tell you, they do love looking good. And what is better than looking good in a nice Suited and Booted Icons cream jacket? I mean, it is absolutely iconic. But listen, They've got to play golf to win it. They've got to win golf games to win it. So let's get back to the golf right now.
Well, we've seen ebbs and flows across these 2 days of action. It's been absolutely captivating to watch. As we go back down to the fairway and find Ryan Giggs, Robbie Fowler has already laid up. This is Ryan's second shot.
7 matches left on the course. We've got 3 Team World leads, 2 Team England leads, 2 all square. This could go any direction at the moment. Ryan Giggs is second. He's bailed out right.
Well, I think he did, maybe because yesterday he found the water. That's not a disaster. He'll have a drop from there. He'll be able to pitch up to the flag. He'll have some green to work with as well.
And it's just everything, really. It's not only the golf, it's just being with your mates, that competitive edge, being out in the fresh air, and of course hitting nice shots, a couple of beers afterwards. So yeah, it ticks all the boxes.
To look above the signature hole stroke index one, number 7 here, where our final group have made their way. Gareth Bale down the left-hand side, currently 3 down to Jimmy Bullard. He's chirping. He wasn't chirping when he was down.
No, he was not. There was definitely a serious mood that came over Jimmy in those early stages, but he's got his dander up now. Why wouldn't he? He's 3 up in the match. He's just won Gareth's home hole for that double point. Gareth's been touring the property these last couple of holes.
Yeah, there's been some long slithery things out here this week, Radar. Be careful.
Oh, it's okay. He's down. This is just going to be a pitch out. Lucky to find it. And went left deeper in there. Jimmy's hit a little low stinger down the left-hand side. In good shape.
John Terry, no mistake. And I guess that was what Jimmy Bullard was celebrating. That was a crucial, potentially crucial tie. Lovely little 10-footer down the slope there, slippery one.
Gareth had a go over the left-hand side and he's going back, so he's played 2. He'll be dropping outside the penalty area. So he'll be playing 4. And as I say, Jimmy hit that stinger down the left-hand side in perfect shape. It's been, with the beautiful Thai food here this week, the stinger, it's been quite a common occurrence.
Got to be selective at the buffet.
So this, I think Gareth is in a spot of bother.
Playing 4, needs to knock it up there. Roll it in, make 5, put some sort of pressure on.
Jimmy's not making bogey, not from where he is.
So he's got to hold the
shot.
shot.
Pulled it and got very lucky down the left wing. It's just couldn't be in a better spot.
Let me move my car.
That's fine.
Hand down, please. Hand down. Quieto.
Oh, what a shot there from Gareth. It might be all in vain, but still.
Is that a little skinny top one?
This hole firmly in the palm of Jimmy's hands.
So this will be the second shot coming up for Jimmy Bullard in a good angle too, Radar. Can't have
he
much
can
more
drop
than a
it
wedge.
if he wants. He can drop it if he wants. He's on the crosswalk. But the lie's so good and the angle's even better. So this is just a wedge from 130 yards, just a gap wedge, some kind of wedge. With no wind out here, usually you'd expect him to bail out a tad. I don't think so. I think he'll be taking dead aim right here. The way he slots it at the top is so very good. He crosses the line a little at the top. And that's not a bad thing, because it makes him come over the top of it just a little. And that's not bad either. It means you can hang on, and he hits this beautiful, soft, leaky fade.
Distance control sublime once again. Jimmy Bullard take a bow. That was a beautiful shot. I'll tell you what, Robbie, this match was tight through 4 holes, but all of a sudden, a win on this hole sees Jimmy Bullard go 4 up, heading towards a double point, and it could be a very valuable one come end of the day.
Yeah, Gareth just hit some loose tee shots and just can't afford to do that. Jimmy was opportunistic on the home hole, the world's home hole, got the double there, and he's just very methodical. He's plods around, he doesn't make many mistakes, he forces you to do something special, and Gareth's just been a couple of loose ones that's gotten away from him a little bit. This final hole is worth double as we go down to watch Ryan Giggs.
This is quick. Once it gets over the hill, Robbie Fowler's already got a birdie putt. He's got a 1-up lead, Ryan Giggs. And this is superb.
This is. Well, that was a really tough shot, and he's played it beautifully.
Think needs to hold this, Robbie Fowler, from the edge. Oh, he's come up woefully short.
Ryan is 1 up on this hole, so a tie is no good for Robbie. We've got an update to that leaderboard. The eagle-eyed among you will have noticed that England's lead has increased. That was because we've discovered that Henrik Larsson's putt was actually for 6 and not par, so Joe Hart and he halved that final hole, and that restored England's advantage in the match. So Joe Hart, courtesy of Danny Willett's approach shot and a fine chip of his own, managed to get the win there. So there's 4-point cushion still remains for Team England. Work to do. And I think it's all from here. Every member of Team World will feel like their matches must win.
Absolutely, and needs to get a point on the board here. Ryan Giggs, he's got a tricky downhill left to right putt for a birdie, but 2 putts to win the match.
He's just cozied it. Was not going to send that one 3 feet by. The handshake with his old rival. They both wore red. But on this occasion, it's the red of Wales and Team World that celebrate a point. Ryan Giggs, he was up against it against a really in-form Robbie Fowler, and he stood up to the plate on debut for the Icons. And that will be a precious point for Team World.
We saw Joe's road to Reignwood, but he has put England on the road to victory. Please welcome the wonderful Joe Hart. Joe, it was squeaky bum time there, wasn't it, on the 10th?
The 10th? It was squeaky bum time on the 7th, mate. Yeah, that was some experience. Got to share the stage with somewhere where I've played in for 3 years. I've never seen anyone treated like that before, and he deserves it. He's an absolute god at one of the clubs that I absolutely adore, and he's a true gentleman. Look, we didn't play some great golf today, but we battled it out. We shook hands at the end, and it was a good scrap.
Joe, before we ask you a little bit more about how it all panned out for you, there's a lot of people supporting you around the world, including one of your ex-teammates. Take a look at this.
Hi guys, just wanted to wish all the England boys the very best for the Icons tournament coming up out in Thailand. Yeah, I know we won comfortable last time. It might be a little tighter this year, but I'm still backing you boys to win it for us. So have a great time. I'll be watching when I can for sure. And yeah, go and smash it. All the best.
Oh, danke schön, Harry.
You coming out of retirement to go play in Germany? Eh?
No, quality. Look, it's great. It's made people smile. It's it's united people. Some people like Harry Kane tuning in. You know it, Josh. You know it, Nick, as well. You've met superstars. They're just humans who love sport, and he loves his foot and he loves his golf, just like all of us. So I'm sure he'll be sat on one of these sofas soon when he's finished smashing goals in.
Joe, just before we go, you're as good a guy as any to ask this because I know you're passionate. I've been waiting. I thought you could do it off the first. Today you smoked it across the corner. Where was the reaction? You thought it might be in the water.
No, I didn't. It was like the bar.
Okay. Tell us though, what is it that emotionally brings you alive when you have to leave football behind? What is it about this sport that taps into it, especially an event like Reignwood Icons of Football?
Mate, to stand over the ball, to be working it out, to being a mathematician, to asking questions, to seeing that everyone's okay, to working out who gets a shot here. Like, it's just an incredible way to get your brain ticking, your emotions going. It's such a hard game. Like, I'm back to the drawing board, no doubt about it. I should be put off by what happened over the last 2 days. I should be. I should go home, burn my clubs, and never ever look at a golf ball again. But all I'm thinking is, how can I get better? How can I come back down on that 10th, be confident over the ball, be confident over the tee, and yeah, it's got to be some game to have you feeling like that.
Let me tell you, we saw your road to Reignwood. And listen, sometimes it is a bumpy road, but your road to victory today is well and truly paved with gold. Or should I say paved with cream. The cream jacket that you may be receiving if England carry this on.
I hope so. I hope so. Brilliant work to everyone. Shout out to Reignwood. Shout out to everyone who's invited us. And the course was absolutely superb out there. Immaculate. I've had an incredible 2 days.
Well, one of the things that's been so enjoyable for people at home is how interactive it's been, the opportunity to engage you guys, to actually have an impact on what happens with groupings, with call the captain, all of this stuff. And we want them to keep getting involved. Lucas here, you're a great guy to ask. What has been your favourite hole to play over the weekend?
Oh, great question. I don't think you can look past this 10th. Yeah. You know, even when it's a par 5, obviously it's exciting. You've got a big drive, you've got a fairway that you can look at. And don't forget, it doubles up as a $10 million swing. Sorry. So, no, brilliant hole, the grandstand, the emotion, the theatre. Great place to play golf.
Talk to me about the call to captain. It's a massive honour to have, but break it down for me.
Couldn't believe my luck, to be honest. Everything's gone against Henrik today. I just knew at some point I had Danny. To know I had him in my back pocket, his support. Danny as a captain has been excellent, really good to me as well. I'm sure he's been great with everyone, but the likes of myself, just calming things down, simplifying. And look, all I had to do was keep it in play on the last. And I've asked a big question of him, and he's absolutely smashed, I think, a 3-wood and give me a chance to flick it on. So, look, top man, top player. Whatever happens, it's been a great experience, and yeah, really, really honoured to work under him.
Well done, Joe. Brilliant. You might have helped deliver the bit that makes the difference for Team England in making your secure defence happen here today. We're going to have to swap hats because we're doing the England hat here. We're going to swap it over now to Team World. We'll get you to skedaddle as we make room for Giggsy.
Thanks for having us.
Well done, mate. You've done brilliant. Awesome. Go on, Giggsy. Well done, mate. Brilliant playing. Well, go on then. Is it a sense of relief, joy, all of it? How do you feel?
At 11:30, I was nearly going to the airport this morning. Honestly, I was nearly crying because me and Nigel played so well, and we're 1-up, and obviously the 2 points I hit it in the water. Honestly, I was never playing golf again, and I was getting in a taxi and going to the airport. Honestly, I went to my room, just watched a bit of TV. So I'm so glad I've won. Honestly, against Robbie as well.
Arguably the underdog there in the Liverpool-Manchester derby. A lot of doubt was going into that game, I can't lie.
No.
But you pulled it out the bag.
Yeah, and played a practice round with Robbie. Played him twice in the game. So this is the 4th time I played him, and he's just such a good player. So I'm so happy. Honestly, I'm so happy.
Every time I've seen you on this sofa, I've seen all of your team all of the time. It's an absolute pleasure to see you here, see you happy, and see you winning.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's the best feeling.
We'll let you crack on with pulling for your team. They've still got a job to do.
No,
Ryan, well done.
Questions. I want to sit here.
I know you do.
I don't want to be in that losers' lounge.
They've got to go, but you can stay.
You enjoy it. I think there's a beer over there. There's the refreshments over there and a cold towel. You definitely deserve it.
Well done, Giggsy.
Thanks, mate.
Well done,
in a few minutes.
Mate, absolute pleasure. We're back with more golf after this.
Let's go to the final hole where Paul Ince square with John Arne Riise. Oh no! Ince!
Oh, he's just got double holes on the previous hole, making a birdie to get it back to all square. Looking to go 4-0.
Let's go back to the 8th where John Terry still scrapping. He's got it back to 1 down against Gabriel Batistuta.
Wow, what is that?
Oh, he just had a
Things are
wedge
fraying
in.
at the edges here, Ewan.
Didn't Ryan Giggs and Joe Hart's comments, are they relatable to anyone who plays golf? 1 minute, you're ready to give it away.
John Arne Riise, then can he respond to what Paul Ince has just done? Sorry. Yes, he can. That's good enough.
It's not over just yet. That's his 4th. Ince in the water for 4. Takes a penalty drop, gets up and down for 7. It'll force Riise to 2-putt for the match.
That was a golden chance for
He's giving it
Ince to do something that I think he would have dined out on for a long time, which is to get 4 wins out of 4. But that's a concession. Good enough.
So no clean sheets.
No clean sheets in this Reignwood Icons of Football 2026. John Arne Riise claims the scalp of the governor. Not many saw that coming with the form Paul Ince was in. But a big move for Team World, and just 2 points in it now. 17.5, 15.5. Go out to the 8th and find Jimmy Bullard cruising 4 up against his exalted opponent Gareth Bale.
And I like what he did there, Jimmy Bullard. Teamed that down a little bit. That's an anti-left shot. Squeezed a little fade out there. Finding the short grass, putting the pressure on Gareth Bale.
Putting a good scorecard together as well. Okay, not as many birdies as this morning in partnership with Lee Sharpe, but he still made 2 birdies, just the solitary bogey, 1 under for his round thus far. Just steady golf. He's asking the questions of the Welshman.
Yeah, some frustration in that one, I think, for Bale. He's pounded it out there. That is a mile down there. Look at John Terry turning around. Whew. I haven't got that, he says. But it's important he hangs in there, Gareth Bale.
Look at Gianfranco Zola. He's had a quiet 2026 instalment of the Reignwood Icons of Football compared to his exploits last year. Teddy desperate to get off the mark, but once again, he's come up against a strong opponent in Gianfranco Zola, and Teddy will need to win that final hole to claim his first half point as we watch Dwight Yorke.
His fourth shot. He's been in trouble here. Saw the frustration a couple of holes ago, and there is more trouble and more frustration to come.
Just a flick for Jimmy. Yeah, now he's just turning it on, showing you what he can do. Just a field shot. 99 yards, that was.
Confidence growing by the minute.
Hey, better. Little Razza. What caddy, big shout out to Giant. Best Jai. Oh boy.
Gareth off a downslope over here on the right wing. I don't think he can get it as close as Jimmy got it. This could come in quite lively.
It's a good effort, good rotation through the ball, but as Radar said, 30 feet behind about it, as good as he could do.
Let's go back to the 9th, where an away win for Team World would be worth 2 points, and that's exactly the chance that Gianfranco Zola found himself with.
Downhill left to right, you can't hold this unless you're a magician, and that's what Gianfranco Zola is. 4 up, and if he remains 4 up, that'll be double points for Team World and would tie this series up.
Well, you're going to have to expect Jermaine Jenas to earn his point. He's chipping here on the final hole, and it's a beautiful shot as well. Dwight Yorke in all sorts of bother. That could be a handshake right there.
They're all important points at this stage of affairs.
This is his 6th shot. And I'd expect him to have to hole it to extend any interest in this match. It's a good chip, but it's not in the hole, and the hat comes off. The hand is offered, and that will be a great win for Jermaine Jenas over an incredible golfer in the shape of Dwight Yorke, who didn't have his best day, but Jenas played really solid golf. 4 birdies on his card, the Englishman. Really impressive stuff.
Well, the big Ginger in the press conference says Gingers can talk, but he let his golf do the talking right here at Reignwood Icons of Football. Please welcome John Arnorisa. Big John.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Cool, blimey. Hard work?
Yeah, that was a tight game. Very tight game. He was up. I was up 2 up quite early, and then he won the double hole on the par 3 with almost a hole-in-one, and then he was 1 up, and it just went, yeah, back and forth.
You know, when we watch Ryder Cups, watching the board, knowing how other guys are getting on in your team can spur people on. Paul Ince was the only perfect player to this point. He was going for 4 out of 4. He's the only guy who could do it. You ruined that, but did it send a good message to the team, do you think?
Yeah, I was just focusing that I know that he's a great player, but I know what I can do, and hopefully I was trying to win the 9th hole, to go 3 up, because I was 1 up by then. But then he put like a 5-yard birdie, and then he won the hole instead. So it was open play for on the 10th, and I just saw on the 10th hole he drove in the bunker, just got just about out, and I just knew I wanted to go for the green in 2, because I just want to play my game. But my caddy said, "Listen, Johnny, play safe now." But yeah, so at the end we managed to get in.
Knowing your match was all on the line, coming down the 10th, knowing it's worst double, what were your nerves like on that tee? Was it different to any of the other holes?
100%. I mean, I didn't know any other scores, so I just tried to. I want to win my game. That's all I can focus on. And then I even asked Thomas Bjork for some advice on the 3rd shot, and I still messed it up. But yeah, unluckily for Ince, he just topped his bunker shot in the water, and then all I had to do was get out of the bunker. I knew it was game over.
John, from playing under these captains to the $10 million swing to what you've enjoyed playing for Team World, what has this experience felt like compared to what you thought it'd be?
This is by far the best experience when it comes to Legends events or whatever. It's just so fantastic, organized, amazing people. Obviously the legends that I know from before, but the people behind you guys, it's just unbelievable. I haven't been sleeping that much because I've been so happy and just excited. I just want to get on, and no, it's been amazing. Even though the heat is in the afternoon is really, really hard to handle, it's been by far the best experience when it comes to Legends activities.
All right, mate, we're going to let you move on because we're going to bring in another winner, other team, I'm afraid. There, it's Jermaine
We can't keep them on the same sofa. One out for Team World, one in for England.
What a win, statement win.
JJ, I've got to say, I know Dwight is a confident man, but you said to me this morning, you said, listen, I think I've got him. I really do.
I don't know what it was. It was like the afternoon on day 1, I just found something that I knew was feeling good, especially with my driver. And I just thought I could be in the game. He obviously gave me 2 shots over 10 holes. You know, I find myself, I'm a decent player, and I just thought if I can just win those holes, which I did, but he really put me under the squeeze. We get in a car on the way to the last hole, and he's like, this is what we do at Manchester United. Late winners, and I was like, why did I get in this car?
You know what, we talk about the importance. It was a win against one of the superstar players on Team World side, and you can see when you look at that, your red score there, they need it, because right behind you, there's still quite a lot of green. This could go down to the wire, Jermaine.
I knew it was going to be tight. I knew it. They got some seriously good players. Everybody's been really looking forward to playing their own ball. Fatigue's kicking in with certain individuals. And I don't know, in my mind, I'm just like, I need to win this game. That's what I'm thinking the whole time. I only saw the scoreboard when I came down here, so I didn't really know what was going on, but I was just desperate to win, purely and simply because it's Yorkie, if I'm honest with you, nothing else.
Well, let me tell you right now that the driver exploded on the range and you still managed to win. So JJ, absolute fantastic work.
Oh, man.
Well
thank
done,
you
mate.
very much.
Good work.
Cheers,
well done, mate.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's get back out there enjoying that story.
Great win for Jermaine Ginas. This is Lee Sharpe to win the hole against Andrei Shevchenko from close range. Oh
no.
Well, we're starting to speculate, Ewan. We're starting to get ahead of ourselves, just looking at this scoreboard and to see how things might shape out. And that would have been a massive move for England's Lee Sharpe. Jimmy Bullard pouring it on against Gareth Bale in that bottom match.
Oh, that was to go 5 up. He's still going to remain 4 up, but you're right. It's a 3-point difference, obviously, to Team England. Right now, there's 4 matches left on the golf course. There's 3 greens on the board, with one of those being a potential double-up point. That would mean Team World would go 1 point in front, and what that would mean is that it would come down to this final match. And can Jimmy get a double point?
There's a lot of permutations as we go back to the 10th and join Mr. Sheringham, and we're told he's already visited the lake on the left-hand side. So this is Sheringham's 3rd shot. Zola 4 up in this match. Teddy needs to conjure something to get back into this hole and try to stop Zola picking up a double here. Looked like a decent contact. He's found the front bunker. This is getting really interesting because look at that penultimate match. John Terry Batistuta has gone back up to 2-up in that match and could yet, with the double-double to come of 9 and 10,
Let's go.
Well, Suan, our heads are spinning. I don't know about yours.
This is John Terry. This is a putt for the win across the green. And Terry leaving that one a good 4-5 feet short. That will not be conceded.
Oh, now Batty hit it to the right side. Was a tough chip. Didn't hit his best. Trying to bump one up and just caught a little bit of that green. It's got a tricky putt here, but John Terry had a massive opportunity. He really just needed to get it close to the hole, tap it in. That could potentially swing this match with the 10th hole coming up. But to answer your question, my head is spinning. It's hot out here.
Well, what's coming up, Robbie, is a putt for John Terry to ensure that Team World don't claim a double point. But more importantly, Team England could still earn a point if this goes in because of the double up on offer on the final hole.
I think this is the biggest putt we're going to see so far this weekend. Jimmy Bullard back on the tee, watching with interest, as is Gareth Bale.
Isn't this terrific, though? It was a whitewash last year. Team World made 7 changes, and this is the reason why, because it's coming down to the death, and it is anyone's tournament.
Yeah, it was a procession in 2025. It's a dogfight in 2026. And we know a man who used to like those in a Chelsea shirt. John Terry, as combative as they come when on a football pitch. What about from 6 feet? How's his nerve here?
He's done it.
He's done it. He's produced there. What a putt. Had to start the ball outside the hole, Ewan.
Well outside the hole. He held a clutch putt a couple of holes ago, turned around to Jimmy Bullard and raised his fist. He's done it again. Team England still in with a chance for a point in that match.
And that's removed the chance for Batistuta to win the double. So that was a big move, regardless of what happens down the 10th. Going to stay on the tee with Jimmy Bullard, who's just been throttling this final match against Gareth Bale. He's just not really put a foot wrong. He's 2 under for his last 4 holes, is Bullard. Gareth's played okay, just a couple of loose ones off the tee. And Jimmy Bullard's been there to capitalise.
Playing 160 yards today. Just be an 8-iron.
Shot, Jim. Wow.
Oh, well, this iron play has been so good, and that is easily his worst shot of the week.
And it's not going to be very good when he gets up here. It's in a sprinkler cover, but that's all right. He's going to have to drop it, but he has nothing over a bunker, especially with that funny old grip he possesses.
I'd like to see a flop shot with a claw grip.
Well, let's remember, Gareth Bale can still halve this match if he wins both these next holes. Amazingly. He's played it safe, Radar.
It's exactly what he needed to do. Potentially double up here for Gareth Bale. Essentially got a free kick to come.
We saw Teddy visit the water. This from the sand. What a shot from Teddy Sheringham. It might go in. Oh, that would have been a grandstand finish. He enjoys those. We remember his Champions League equaliser back in 1999. That was very close to really sending the crowd wild with that splash shot there.
So much speed through the ball, did not decelerate, came out with a lot of spin, and it was a cracking shot.
Gianfranco Zola for birdie. He's got 2 putts to pick up the priceless double points.
Ooh.
But I think he's still got work to do. A hopeful look across, perhaps.
4 feet left to right, no chance, not at this stage of proceedings.
Well, the whole complexion of the situation might just have changed with what's just happened on the 9th, with Gareth Bale in pole position, just about 15 feet away. Jimmy Bullard will have no shot short-sided. That hole, he's 4 up, but he might be getting pegged back to 2 up. Huge putt this for the Italian. He's dribbled it in. Nerves of steel for Gianfranco Zola. Those two had so many great battles in the Premier League. That was another good one today, Ewan.
And just a 1-point difference now with 3 matches left on the golf course, and it's getting to that stage where you know you're playing for your teammates, you're playing for your country and the rest of the world. This is more than just an individual game right now.
And look at that, the world up in 2, England up in 1. England 1 point ahead, could not be closer. Yes, Jimmy Bullard currently 4 up against Gareth Bale, but that might change. And let's go back to this pivotal moment on the par 3 9th. Jimmy Bullard, tough shot this, Ewan.
He won't like this at all. No chance. This is just not his go at all.
Okay, all right, I'm going to throw another spanner in the works here. Team World win the next 2 matches. They go 1 point ahead. Jimmy Bullard only wins 1 point, doesn't get the double up. It's all square. What happens? Do we send Bullard and Bale down a playoff hole a la 03 President's Cup?
That's above our pay grade, Ewan. Back on the fairway of the 10th with Lee Sharpe. He's up against Andrei Shevchenko.
And I think it is important to note on that point that I just mentioned, if it does end up all square at the end, and there's every conceivable chance that could happen, England would retain the trophy.
I think there'd be some disgruntled Team World players having to put the jackets on in the case of a tie, but it's definitely going to be tense. It's going to be great viewing.
Don't forget, this par 5 is worth double holes. The final hole, Lee Sharpe 1 down. That's not a bad miss. Plenty of green to work with. A win here would mean a point for Team England. Wouldn't it be valuable? It would almost ensure victory.
Wanted a close finish, and we're going to get one.
I think the great thing is with the Sharpe and Terry matches, it's either going to be a Team World win or a Team England win. There's not going to be a tie with the double up on offer. We'll go back to the par 3. Jimmy Bullard, Gareth Bale.
Jimmy Bullard has not lost his turn.
Left or right?
He's just serving it up on a platter to Gareth Bale here. As you said, Gareth Bale could square this match. A couple of wins.
The crowds are gathering in the beautiful hospitality units surrounding this 10th green. And there is an air of expectation, of excitement, as this Reignwood Icons of Football reaches this furthish conclusion. Here's Gareth Bale. Good enough, surely, for the par and the double up. That certainly made things interesting. Gareth Bale may yet come out of this bottom match with a half. Let's join Radar.
Guys, all sorts of things could happen here. It's going to come down to your match with the doubler on the last. It's quite amazing what could happen. Ewan Porter in the box has been saying, and he's a genius when it comes to all these numbers, but it could end up all tied. That could happen. We don't know what's going to happen then. Would you guys be up for a little playoff, or what's the start? You first, Gareth?
Possibly, I guess, see how the situation goes, but it'd be good to maybe see the captains go in the playoff now. That would be good, that would be good.
What a shot. Get them, get on the range, start warming up.
Or, like a Ryder Cup, all tied, you regain the...
Boring.
Boring. Yeah.
Get him on the range.
Yeah.
Tell Willett to get his jacket.
Well, let's go to the last, the par 5. It'll be very interesting to see what you folk at home think. Come on, get those messages coming in. Get them coming in. Get them coming in.
Do we need to send the captains to the range? I'm not sure.
I love the idea of it. Don't even send them to the range.
Just a point in it. England with that most slender of advantages.
Imagine doing that at the Ryder Cup. Hey, Rory, Scotty, it's coming down to your match on the final hole.
Yeah. Stop the mid-flow.
This is brilliant. Brilliant theatre. And things could change. Lee Sharpe and John Terry could yet still earn a point for Team England on this final hole.
We're hearing that Andrei Shevchenko has 2 putts for the match to tie things up. Two putts. Needs to be careful. We've seen a few go by, Ewan.
And don't forget, he holed a 60-footer on the first day, and oh my goodness, has he de-greened this? He has. Oh. It's good for the putting statistics, but terrible for the state of affairs. Wow. Well, a victory for Lee Sharpe and Team England here. That could potentially put it beyond reach for Team World. Shevchenko up the hill.
He's left it short. And Lee Sharpe, out of nowhere, has a chance. This 8-footer for par would flip-flop that match and give England an extra point. This is a huge moment.
It's a tricky putt too, Robbie. It's downhill. There's a little right to left in it. What can he do?
Oh, he nails it! He stepped up. Coolness personified. Shevchenko blinked under the glare, but Lee Sharpe remained ice cool. And that might be decisive. England go too clear.
Well, that wins it. That's the series for Team England. Best Team World can do is 1.5 points from the final 2 matches. That's the clincher. Lee Sharpe has just won it for Team England.
He stepped up when the moment demanded. He had his opportunity. It was given to him by Andrei Shevchenko. Gabriel Batistuta all over the flagstick on this final hole, but that putt from Lee Sharpe has returned the Reignwood Icons of Football trophy into the hands of the defending champions.
What a moment.
The man, Lee Sharpe, in front of a gallery, in front of hundreds of fans. How did that feel?
That's probably one of the best moments of my life, that, I think. I'm useless out of green-sized bunkers. So to pull that out, I think I've thinned a couple today out of bunkers, over bunkers. I've not holed a putt today this afternoon after this morning. I've hit a great drive down 18, hit the tree, sent me into the bunker. So no, brilliant. Well, great game. But what a way to finish.
Were you aware of the significance there when you stood over that putt? What was that? I mean, that was it.
Yeah,
the Reignwood Icons of Football on that putt. Did you know when you stood over it?
What?
The whole thing.
What?
That was to win.
That was the moment.
Oh, no,
Sharpe, it's your moment.
Icons
I didn't know
of
that.
Football.
Oh no, I just know it was because
How
it was
does that
1 up. I knew
feel?
it was for double points, so I just thought I was winning a point back.
How does that feel?
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
I don't know. I think we're understanding, Sharpe. I'm not sure if these boys know that England have won the Reignwood Icons of Football here at Robinson Golf Club. So
Wow,
congratulations.
That's incredible.
If you'd have known that, would you have been so calm over that putt?
Probably not. No. No, it was. I couldn't believe. To be fair, he's putted really well all day. I can't believe.
Come on, get it! Get it! Get it now! Dejected, England win. Congratulations, boys. Those cream jackets, the beer is flowing, Sharpe. Big round of applause for England there. We've won. I was wondering why Sharpe was so calm.
I had no idea. I just knew it was for a point because I was 1 down. So yeah, that's even
devastation for Team World because it was all in the balance. We were talking about a playoff between the Bulldog and Bale, but instead it came down. You flipped the match on his head, 1 down to 1 up.
And even, I mean, well, I don't know what to say.
Sharpe,
incredible.
Those sorts of celebrations we've just witnessed there, they're synonymous with what you did in your career across the clubs you played for, in particular Manchester United. How does it feel to have that vibe again right now in a golfing arena?
You can't explain it, can you? That's why we play team sports, because you don't just share on your... I've heard you guys say, you win trophies, you go and sit in the locker room on your own. You don't do that in our game. You don't do that in a team sport. It's for everyone, and you buzz off everyone's vibe. It's unbelievable.
I feel like we should make you go back out there and do it again. Now you know what it was worth.
No chance. No chance. That's a slippery putt as well. No chance.
Listen, last year it was a bit of a whitewash. They ran away with it, but this it came down to you on the 10th. I think we see that winning moment again.
Yeah, here we go.
I mean, so assured and so confident. Talk us through what you were thinking there.
Like I say, I'm just thinking I've won a point back because I've had a couple of nightmare holes. And I'm obviously 1 down coming down the last. I've hit in the bunker, I've hit a poor shot out of the bunker. Then I've hit in another, but I hate greenside bunkers, so I'm absolutely papping myself.
I think we all hate greenside bunkers.
I'm papping myself, hitting that in front of the crowd, just thinking, don't put it in the water, don't put it into the water. And it just popped out nice, and the putt was, I can't believe he put his putt so far past.
What's it like playing for all these lads as well?
Oh, mate, they're fucking nutters, aren't they? It's great. It's great to have just all the characters and the camaraderie and the team spirit.
That's what we've spoken about so much
special.
throughout last year, about through these last, 72 hours, that it is a real feeling, that team spirit, that togetherness from all the way down from Danny Willett, the captain, all the way through the players. You boys really love it, don't you?
It's just, it's what gets us here, you know what I mean? Yeah. We played in a team, we play for a team. And I think the biggest pressure when you're playing the pairs is not to let your partner down. You know, you're trying to pick shots where they can hit better shots and better iron shots, and that's the pressure. You just don't want to let people down, and it's been an unbelievable weekend. I mean, what a weekend again! Absolutely phenomenal, and to get the winning putt. Let's go to the party.
Lee, we're going to let you celebrate with them in just a second, but you're going to get the job done again. It's going to be a successful defence for England. They're getting closer though, mate, aren't they?
They are getting closer.
They're getting closer.
Some really good players, some really good golf played this weekend. They put us under some pressure. So bring on the next one. Let's have it.
There we go, Sharpe. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well done, mate. Congrats.
Thank you.
More golf after the break.
Well, that all happened so fast. We were scrabbling to figure out the permutations, Ewan, in the comms here, and what a moment for Lee Sharpe. He didn't know the significance of the moment. Had he known it, he might have been trembling a little more, but that was still a nerveless effort, 9 feet, and he just rolled it hard to the middle.
Very impressive. We got the finish we all wanted. It's such an exciting finish, but I think the celebrations at the end there with his teammates coming in, that paints the picture, it tells the story. These players haven't had that since they retired on the football field. They've got it back here this week, and kudos to everyone at the Icon Series and both teams, Team World especially, for the fight they've put up.
Yeah, these two teams have really made it a real tussle this year, and it left us having no idea which way this was headed, right to the very few last groups. John Terry see how fast that putt rolls. Looked like a perfect weight, but it's gone 4 feet by. But he will be a mightily relieved man that there's no significance on that match. A hug up ahead between Gabriel Batistuta, who, let's remember, it's his birthday. John Terry, all smiles. He's 3 down, he's lost the match, but England have regained the trophy. And look at that scoreline, Ewan. 19.5, 18.5.
Well, even a win here for Bale up the last. It's only a half point. Jimmy Bullard is breathing a sigh of relief.
Just one match remaining, but the result decided. England 19.5, World 18.5. That is how close it was in the end. Jimmy Bullard is 2 up against Gareth Bale. He's played some beautiful golf over the course of the last couple of hours, has the Bulldog. And he can relax. The tension can just escape from his body.
Oh, my.
We're hearing that Jimmy Bullard, having struggled on the 9th hole and ended up conceding a double to Gareth, has actually hit it into the water. So this could have been all so different. Andrei Shevchenko, 3-putting from above the hole. Lee Sharpe responding.
How's it gone there?
There's all sorts of things happening in that final match. Gareth Bale looks like he's found the water. Jimmy Bullard has found the water. Radar's down there.
Well, looks like Gareth also taking a drop. I guess the significance here would be a win for Gareth Bale on this final hole would tighten it all the way up to just half a point, separating the two teams.
Yeah, I think for pride as well, it'd be nice to walk away and say, hey, Jimmy Bullard, the Bulldog, he didn't beat me, we halved the match. And at one point, it looked like it could have been a complete shellacking in favour of Team England here. He's played some terrific golf, Jimmy Bullard. Gareth Bale struggled in the middle section, but he's hung tough. Not really a surprise.
So this will be Gareth's third shot.
Just don't fall backwards.
Seemed to be a good contact. That's a decent effort.
Kicking off, Lee Sharpe with that point, but a celebration happening once again for the birthday boy. Team World fighting all the way to the end. That's a goal. There he is. He did do it. I did it. Come on. And of course it is the birthday boys. Come on, I think full song for Matty.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Batty. Happy birthday to you. Batty, you got half a birthday present today. You know, you got your win against JT. That must have felt nice.
I got a cake. I got a gift from JT. I spent a lovely day, beautiful day. I here with my wife. She's happy. Everyone treat me as a special man, which I'm not. I'm not, but
you're a very special man.
I feel so happy today. So, and then I play against JT, and he's an unbelievable fighter, and we got fun. And that's it. And then I'm tired. I'm so tired. I start feeling my 57 years old.
Team World, so close, but not quite this time. How proud are you of the fight within Team World this time?
No, I'm very happy with the team.
Yeah.
So proud because last year they killed us. The first days the tournament was gone, and in this occasion we fight till the end. So I'm proud of my team, and I hope to have revenge as soon as it's possible.
Listen, you've closed the gap as Team World on Team England. It is really a razor thin distance. We thought it might come down to the last group out there, but it must feel good knowing that you brought in the right players, and of course it wasn't your time this time, but next year it's looking very good for you guys.
I hope. We depend on Tom. If Tom do a good team, we will fight again. Yes, we fight a lot, and I'm happy. We are so close, just 1 or 2 points. You know, win is important, but most important is to fight and try to do your best and reach your goal. Trying, always trying.
Well said.
That is the best way to do the things.
Well said, birthday boy. Enjoy the celebrations.
Thank you. Thank you. See you
pleasure.
tonight, in the bar.
Of course. We'll celebrate your birthday the correct way.
Let's get back out to these very closing stages.
Well, the England players watching can enjoy this final hole, safe in the knowledge that they're going to be wearing cream jackets in a few moments' time, Ewan.
I think there'll be some celebrations this evening. I think there'll be celebrations all round. That was an emotional moment there for Gabby Batistuta. He just being back in that team environment amongst his teammates. Yeah, they might have been rivals on the football pitch, a lot of these players, but friends for life. Now Bale, fourth shot.
As he judged the pace after a few players have charged it forward past the pin. Gareth a little bit tentative there. And not ideal prep for the Welshman. Got to remember that he arrived in Thailand with a back injury which he's been nursing throughout the course of the weekend. Didn't play in the Pro-Am, wasn't able to get the reps in prior to this tournament getting underway. And when you're up against a man that's playing golf every single day, the shape of Jimmy Bullard.
Exactly. Now he's found the water here with his second shot, so this is his fourth. He gets this close. It'll put the pressure on Bale. Both players with tricky par putts. Neither want to give an inch either.
No. Usually they'd have shaken hands and that would be that, but we're playing this one right up to a conclusion. But great to see, I think, the camaraderie, not just among the teams, but across the teams as well. The friendship that has developed between JT and Gabriel Batistuta from different eras in the game. You know, JT playing his football predominantly in the noughties and the tens. Batigol, a superstar of the 1990s.
Well, there's so much mutual respect amongst the players as well, and we've been fortunate enough to spend a lot of time with the players as well this week, and one thing you do realise is they're all human, and they're all really good humans as well.
And I think they just love the opportunity that this tournament gives them to relive those moments. No, it's not a big game of football, but it's a different arena. Nonetheless, the camaraderie, the competitive juices, the tension, the moments of euphoria, I'm sure they will cherish those.
Almost an identical putt to the one that Lee Sharpe holed about half an hour ago to clinch this Icon Series for Team England. It's quick, it's a little bit right to left, and it's for par.
He does mistake, does he? He does not want to have a loss to Jimmy Bullard on his ledger. He's going to ask the Bulldog to putt this one out and claim the win.
Some people are just made for the moment. He did it yesterday, Gareth Bale. He's done it once again today.
How different this might be. Jimmy Bullard will be basing an entire YouTube series over this moment if he can pop this putt in. Just lost it on the right side. And honours even in the bottom match, perhaps fittingly, between these two golfing heavyweights. And a great moment between the two, Ewan.
They've really enjoyed it, haven't they? There was a lot of good golf there. It wasn't some of their best golf.
Jimmy was in such charge of it, and yes, okay, there was some manufacturing going on with the double points available. He was 4 up, was Jimmy, in a regulation game. That would have been game over, but with those 2 double point options for Gareth Bale, he took both of them on the par 3, 9th, and on the 10th hole there with that wonderful 10-foot putt.
And to think if Lee Sharpe's putt doesn't go in, it's a team world victory.
Thanks for this week.
Lee Sharpe's putt misses if Andrei Shevchenko just coasts it up to a foot. I'll remind the great Ukrainian of that, but that was the moment where it all swung. And Jimmy Bullard is going to have Gareth Bale putting the jacket on him and not the other way around. Quite the reputation this trophy is building, though, Ewan. So I'm already excited for next year.
Well, it's only getting better and better, isn't it? And even better that it was a close affair.
And just like the Ryder Cup, where there was a period of American dominance at the right at the start of the competition, can Team World channel Team Europe? And can they finally get the win to really send this competition to the next level? That will be, I think, the intriguing prospect for next year. But for now, Team England remain the dominant force in the Reignwood Icons of football.
Here they come, a couple of anchor men with a difference. Gareth Bale and Jimmy Bullard. What a match, Gaz. What a match. Oh, come and sit down. Jimmy's still lapping up the celebrations. He's going to join us. Come on, Jimmy.
You could not write it.
What a finish. Congratulations all round there.
You get that pillow. You relax.
First of all, round of applause for gutting it out. Bad back all week, and here you are. You made it through every session, Gareth.
I honestly do not know how I did. Well done.
Jimmy, well done, mate. Congratulations on the team victory. Well done.
Thank you.
Bit closer than you expected, was it, Jimmy?
Yeah, it was. Well, the full game was. We didn't know where we were, did we?
Yeah. Well, Radar said it could come down to us, so it wasn't exactly nice on the tee, but it's what it is.
He's put it on us there, didn't he?
Yeah, he's put it on us dirty.
You know what? I felt for you guys. That was massively bigged up, wasn't it? That clash between... I mean, you are the two highlights on both sides, all of you icons, but in golfing terms, this is the one everybody wanted. How did it feel out there?
It was very ugly. I'm used to winning like that with Wigan, but I don't know about you, son.
I really not.
Oh, mate, it was just... I don't know, we didn't find any rhythm, didn't really hit any good golf shots, and it was just like
we hit a few.
Yes, we're better than that.
But we are better than that. But it's the end of a long week, so it's to be expected.
That's part of it as well. It is tiring out of the heat, and it's on you. Do you know what I mean? But still enjoyed it. It almost brought me back to my football days, you know, gritting it out and like a bit of pressure. You know, there's pressure over your shots.
That's what makes this event so amazing, because we've all finished that competitiveness and that fighting for trophies, fighting for your place in the team and everything like that. So to have kind of this as a big event, and everybody at Icons is literally amazing. They've done an amazing job. You guys have produced it amazingly. So yeah, for us to be able to come out here and compete again, it kind of brings back old memories, which is nice to have those feelings still, and I'm sure everybody still misses it.
Let me tell you, you've spoken about trying to fight for your place in the team. I mean, you boys are honorary playing captains. And when you knew that it could potentially come down to the last, and you said it, you got a bit honest. Yeah. If we're before the watershed, you maybe keep it a little bit more PG, but because you've been quite respectful to each other, even though the build-up has been tense.
And that's surprising from Jimmy.
No, with all the banter, I said to him out there, I hope you don't think I'm digging him out, because, you know, I love everyone here. And it's part of it, you know, the camera's about, so I try to put a bit of spice in it for us all.
It's a bit like boxing, you have to create a bit of hype, don't you?
Yeah, it's what we're about, but no, the utmost respect to all of them, thoroughly enjoyed it. You played really well as well, so.
No, you did as well.
Now, guys, we have a unique scoring system here, obviously, with Reignwood Icons of Football, but because of it, there has been history made throughout the week. I don't think it's great news for you, Jimmy, because in history, you've become the first man to be 4 up with 2 to play and not 1. But for you, Gareth, you turned it around with a couple of double-ups on the last 2 holes, including this putt on 18. How did it feel when you poured this one on to pile the pressure on Jimmy?
No, it's good, because off the tee, I obviously knew I had to win the hole. So I went really tiger line, because again, it's a short par 5 for Jimmy. You can get into. It's normally an easy birdie for him, so I'm thinking I have to make eagle. So I really had to take tiger line. Now, I wasn't expecting the lapse in concentration, but I truly appreciate it.
We don't usually see a lapse in concentration from either of you, but Jimmy, coming down those last few holes, it was a little bit wayward. Was the pressure getting to the Bulldog?
Yeah, it's on. It was on you. You know, I had a putt on 7, or I had a putt on 8, I think it was.
A smelly putt.
And it was like, that was for the game, and it lipped out. That's how close it is. Double points are great, and it's far. I love a few boys don't like it, but I love the double point. You're never out of it.
Yeah.
It can work for you, it can massively work against you, but it's absolutely class.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you look at the pressure that you've had through the week, people at home would look at it, and of course you're an avid golfer. I know for a fact that you would love to play in a tour event, because neither of you got to where you are in your own sport in football by being afraid of failure. You have to put yourself out there, don't you? Try and describe, though, the emotions throughout all of it, from the first tee experience to being in the anchor match to having all of these icons behind you watching you play the last hole.
Utmost respect to the pros that play this game for a living, and then putts, and every shot is for a £1 note. That is like on you.
We said on the 18th tee, imagine how Shane Lowry felt in the actual Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
Because we were on obviously 18 thinking, oh, it could come down to us, and we were like, oh, could you imagine? And then we obviously spoke then about in a football match, in a final, in the last minute of a game. I guess probably they wouldn't like to feel that. So it's obviously they're in their comfort zone, and honestly, even people say to me, oh, are you going to go pro? I'm like, you don't understand how good these pros are and they need more respect than they actually get. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm an okay club golfer. I love it as a hobby. Jimmy's a very, very good player, but like these guys are under the most serious pressure, toughest conditions. You've obviously played at the elite level, and honestly, those guys are just beyond belief.
There is a difference, Nick, isn't there? To that step up.
I don't know, guys. You can really play. I mean,
We can
yes,
hit
there
a
is a
good ball,
difference
that's
to the
it.
elite professionals in the game, but to have done what you've done in football and to play golf under the spotlight to the level you've just played there, I think you can give yourselves a pat on the back. Well done,
mate.
boys.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
All right,
Absolute
we are edging
pleasure.
towards the conclusion here. An epic battle at the bottom of the order. Jimmy Bullard, Gareth Bale, you picked it, they played it, and they did themselves proud. We'll see you in a few moments for the presentation. Well,
Well, the stage is set for the prize-giving presentation. That beautiful trophy, which has been regained by Team England. It was a lot closer than last year's contest, but the result will be the same. Just a point separating them, Ewan. Amazing when you go back and look at all those moments in hindsight, what they meant at the time. We were still scrambling to figure out all the permutations, but that putt from Lee Sharpe is the one that's going to stick in the memory.
Yeah, for sure. And you heard Gareth Bale talk about there how Shane Lowry must have felt at Bethpage Black for the Ryder Cup. They've got some sort of understanding now of what goes on in the world of professional golf, but there's that mutual understanding, the mutual respect between these sports stars. But what I mean, I don't know what the perfect script to have written would have been. Maybe a Bale-Bullard playoff. I'm not sure, but
that was pretty close.
It was very close to happening. That was close to as good as it gets. That was thrilling. It was entertainment personified.
Anyone who loves their golf will know that the Masters involves a green jacket. The Reignwood Icons of Football involves a cream jacket, and it's not one man that puts the jacket on, it's 12.
And it's one instance where you want to be on the receiving end of it.
You do. You want to be offering your arms to the man who's holding the fabric.
We're going to walk in front of you, sit on the stool, you put on their jackets, have some banter with them where you want to do. Then they will walk off over there. You guys can walk off towards the presentation over there. If you want to.
Confirmation then that by the narrowest of margins, Team England have regained the Reignwood Icons of Football trophy for 2026. They won it with a rout last year. They won it in nail-biting fashion this time around, Ewan Porter.
There were lots of fluctuations. There was a lot of volatility throughout each session. At one point this afternoon, it was a 5-point lead for Team England. Towards the end, it looked like it could have even been a team world victory. In the end, it came down to Lee Sharpe's putt from 8 feet. If it didn't go in, well, as it turns out, it would have been a team world victory. But not to be. It's Team England by 1 point.
Thankfully for Lee, he didn't know that at the time. I think had he known it, it would have just made the putt even tougher. But he was nervous. He stepped up to the plate when it mattered most. That putter went back on a straight line, and he saw the ball drop to spark wild celebrations. You can see Theo Walcott at the head of the line of England players there. Team World are waiting in their positions. I hope they've all been measured up. What's the rule? Do you get to keep the jacket for a year? Do you get it to replica?
I don't think
Does
they
it need
want
to
be
stay at the clubhouse?
No, they're not giving it back, are they?
We are where all the drama happens, Josh. We are where everything took place down the home straight, both teams fighting for it. And you know what, last time it came home, and it came home in a hurry for England. This time, not so much. What a contest.
Unbelievable contest. You said it came home. It didn't come home in a hurry. Right now, listen, it took a little bit of a detour. 2019, it was very, very tight, but it's been completely special.
Yeah, it really has. But we're going to move for our prize-giving presentation, but as always, we are Reignwood, icons of football, so we do it with a difference. Because yes, there is, of course, our trophy, but before that, greatness recognises greatness, and it's where rivalries are born and continue to live as well. So the cream jacket being put on the shoulders of our winners by, dare I say it, the losers. It's going to happen, and we're going to invite our players out now to take their positions. Please put your hands together for Team England, our winners. Here they come. Here they come. Team World not looking particularly happy. Okay, gents, let's get you sat.
So the players are in position, and we've got the lineups here, Ewan. A couple of rivalries that have developed over the week, especially that bottom match. We heard from Gareth Bale and Jimmy Bullard at the head of affairs that they would love to put the jacket or to receive the jacket from the other, and it's Gareth Bale with the task of putting that jacket on Jimmy Bullard. He won't enjoy that.
No, he won't, but it's a special moment for Team England.
Well, Danny Willett's helped him in there. Gareth Bale might have refused. Thomas Bjorn, I think, was supposed to put his jacket on Danny Willett as the two captains just on the left-hand side of your screen there, the two icons of golf. They must have had a blast this week, because we've heard they spoke at length about how they idolise many of these players growing up as well, playing golf and watching football. So much synergy between the sports, but great to see the camaraderie, Ewan.
Absolutely, and we heard it several times throughout the week, the respect that the players had for their captains as well. Danny Willett now a green jacket and a cream jacket.
And as they shake the hands of their fellow competitors, they'll also be shaking the hands of some special guests here at the prize-giving presentation. We have from the KIS International Licensee, we have Pachia Ratapong Paisan. We also have Parit Ratapong Paisan, also from KIS International Licensee. Permanent Secretary, the Ministry of Tourism of Sports, Nataria Pangkoon. The Governor of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Tapani Kitpaiboon. And the CEO of Reignwood Group, Warapanit Roy Reng Reng, in attendance, and delighted to have them with us. What an event this is, what a venue, what a host Reignwood have been, Ewan.
Last year on debut they were brilliant, and they've upped their level by 2 or 3 this year. It has set a pretty high benchmark. I mean, it was phenomenal. Everyone has absolutely loved being here. There's not a blade of grass out of place on the facility. Behind the scenes, everyone has done a phenomenal job, and hopefully we're coming back for a long time to come.
I'll be researching flights, I think. I'm sure these players, not one of them, if they're available, would turn down the opportunity to come back. And we saw so many changes to the Team World side. I think they'll have a much more settled lineup next year, because they'll have the sense that they've got the beating of this England team. It was just a point on this occasion. Could have turned out so differently.
I think there's going to be a long line of players putting their hand up to become involved in this Icon Series. The hardest thing is going to be finding your way into the team.
So that trophy looks like a heavy one. And it remains in the hands of Team England for 2026. Reignwood Icons of Football champions. I'm looking at the face of Danny Willett, one of the best moments of his career as well.
Players have hoisted so many trophies between them. Perhaps this one means just as much.
Well, either they've all been in the gym, or that trophy is not as heavy as I thought it was. But it's a magnificent piece of... Oh, Incy. What a player those two were. Robbie Fowler kept it solid out there. Teddy Sheringham. JT didn't have his best stuff this week, but he'll be back. Big Joe Hart, what an improvement he's made to his game.
And what a character.
And the heartbeat of this England team, it is the Bulldog, Jimmy Bullard. Couldn't quite get the win over Gareth Bale today, but led his team with the kind of passion that you'd expect. Lee Sharpe to the right of your screen there. And Andy Cole. Icons of football, each and every one of them.
And the man who hold the winning putt, Lee Sharpe. Well-deserved victory for Team England.
Well, as the boys celebrate, we'll be back after the break with some highlights from a dramatic day of golf.
I think the celebrations will go well into the evening, Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, you can see on the joy on the faces of all the players, and Danny Willett as well, just kind of tells the story. They've been a tight-knit group, and they've kept themselves largely together. 11 out of the 12 that were here last year returned, and I think this has become something that gets circled in the calendar pretty early on. I think 2027, they're going to be on the phone to Tom and his team to say, right, when's the next date that I need to block off? Because it's a special week for these players.
We saw it last year with all their fellow footballers and sports stars and celebrities writing in and tweeting saying just how much they enjoyed the coverage. That's only been enhanced this year. There is a long line of people wanting to be involved in this, no question.
Great to see the turnout from the fans as well. It's been a busy spectator village here at Reignwood Park.
Well, there are so many moving parts to this. It's not an easy product to deliver, and the mix of golf, the mix of entertainment, everyone's got it spot on.
Team World look a little dejected there. It's going to sting for them. They're going to be back on the driving range, I would imagine, in the next couple of days, trying to figure things out. The sun sets on a memorable performance.
Scenes, absolute scenes behind us. Well, look at the green. I mean, they are going for it. Why wouldn't they? We did tell you it was a tournament unlike any other. So whilst we lap this up a little more, you're going to drift off and take in the best of the week here at Reignwood, icons of football.
All right, this is the sixth match where Ryan Giggs showed all of his touch around the greens. This one ran downhill, Ewan, but it was a beautifully played shot.
Certainly was. Very tricky chip from over the back. It was very, very fast. One up playing this hole, and it would ensure a one-up victory against Robbie Fowler.
To the home hole for Paul Ince. Played beautiful golf. He started the day unbeaten. This was a laser-like iron shot.
We saw a lot of good shots this afternoon. None as good as that. What a cracking shot.
Gabriel Batistuta. Gianfranco Zola, I beg your pardon, snaking one in. This one left to right. Arm aloft. Cool as you like.
And in match number 10, turned out to be the decisive moment. This one, Lee Sharpe for Team England to win the match against Andrei Shevchenko. In it goes.
that ensured a Team England victory.
Said he didn't know the significance, but it didn't change the difficulty of the putt, and he showed nerves of steel there. Batistuta on his birthday, looking to get things going early in his match against John Terry, and Terry had hit it close. Batistuta bettered him. What a shot that was.
The final match is the one we all wanted to see. Gareth Bale, Jimmy Bullard. This for par on the last hole. Gareth Bale, in it goes to square the match.
Amazing, truly amazing. It's a great scene down here, isn't it? It's such a wonderful scene, from Champions League to Championship fairways. The icons have proved that class really can travel. What a week, Josh.
I've thoroughly enjoyed myself, but not as much as these boys are icons.
Well, less so these ones. Bless them, they're having to come in now. The guys on the receiving end, Team Well, but didn't they put up a good fight?
They put up an incredible fight. Last year, we saw England run away with it. I think it was 77-33. This year, it went absolutely down to the wire. I mean, without Lee Sharpe's, 8-foot putt, Team Well could have won it.
What's your biggest takeaway from what these guys have told you? We know that you can't mimic Gareth Bale, an overhead kick in the Champions League final. You can't mimic that in golf for them because they can't play to that level. But what do you take from what they've said that makes you believe that it captured something for them this week?
Everyone who's come into the studio, or we've seen them around the place, has said it's that brotherhood, that camaraderie, that dressing room feel that they haven't had since they retired. And I know for iconic footballers, for elite sportsmen and athletes, that's what they miss, that's what they desire, and this has brought it, and that sense of competition. How bad did these boys not want to lose?
The uplift in the world's team, you talk about Dwight York obviously in there, talk about Shevchenko, and obviously Gareth Bale. How much of a difference do they make, and will they be the difference next time we're back?
These are elite ball strikers. They may be footballers, but they've really dug into their golf and they've made a massive difference. They've put pressure on this England side that they haven't felt before. I mean, Dwight York, some player holding out from 60 yards. Special stuff.
Well, Danny's just stepping in. Final moments, mate. We're going very shortly. Just capture.
Congratulations.
In a few words, what this means.
Oh, it was amazing. It's been a while since I've won something with the team. No, it's been brilliant. The lads have been awesome. I mean, to actually come down to the last couple of groups is immense. Everyone here, I think they've had a great time, so yeah.
You should be very proud. Of course, you've won the Masters. We know how important that was to you in your individual career, but having icons around you, different colour jacket, but it suits you. I've got to say, you are a winner. Thomas Bjorn won't like that you are, but you've done it for Team England, and here we go. We're about to say goodbye to everyone. Thanks, mate. Winning captain of Reignwood, icons of football. It's a goodbye from Josh, goodbye from me. They have been immense. It's coming home again. We'll see you next time.
What does golf mean to me? It might take me a while.
It's become part of my life.
It's just completely got me. Hooked for life.
It's healthy for the mind, it's healthy for the soul.
It's a good escape for me. The adrenaline rush when you make a birdie or an eagle, chasing the reward.
And to feel all those things about a game was quite special.
An electric atmosphere for day one of the Reignwood Icons of Football.
Played to perfection.
I'm tiptoeing in the bunker, do like this. Day two.
Get in! Get in! This whole thing is on a knife edge. The England boys, they're not going to let this go without a fight.
England win! Congratulations, boys. The beer is flowing.